And my thoughts floating up to the ceiling. I'm swimming in everything you said. I'm thinking about jumping in it instead.
First, you will need to make a comb to create vials in the gel that will eventually hold your samples, which is the food coloring particles. Rest a regular sized craft stick on top of the small plastic box. Cut the narrow craft sticks into several shorter lengths as follows. When tipped to the side of a regular sized craft stick, each segment should hang down so it sits just above the bottom of the small plastic box, approximately 1 to 1.5 inches in length depending on the depth of your box. Cut 5 of these teeth and tape them to one side of the regular size craft stick. Ensure that the teeth are evenly spaced, hang down to the same level, and all fit inside the box. Tape the other regular sized craft stick parallel to the first one so that it creates a sandwich for the teeth. Then, lay the comb across the short side of the box. Check that the teeth hang evenly and do not touch the bottom.
Make a 0.2% sodium bicarbonate buffer by dissolving 2 grams of baking soda in 1 liter of water. You will need approximately 100 milliliters per setup, half to make the gel and half to run your samples. Next, make 1% gel solution by adding 0.5 gram of agar-agar powder to 50 milliliters of sodium bicarbonate buffer. You will need 40 to 50 milliliters of gel solution per setup. To dissolve the agar-agar powder, heat the gel solution in the microwave, stopping every so often to stir it. Watch the solution carefully as it will quickly boil over when hot enough. When you see bubbles, stop the microwave and stir the solution until the agar-agar particles completely dissolve.
Once the gel sets, like approximately about 5 to 10 minutes, you need to make space to place an electrode on either end. To make your electrodes, bend each piece of stainless steel wire so that it fits inside the box along its width and hooks over the side. Place one electrode along the top end of the gel and one at the bottom end, using tape on the outside of the box if needed to secure them in place. These will be the positive and your negative electrodes.
Prepare for different samples by mixing 1 to 2 drops of food coloring with 1 ml glycerin and 1 ml water in a small cup. We use blue, red, green and purple.
After that, gently remove the comb by pulling straight up without tearing the gel. The wells left by the comb should be filled with buffer. Use the needle tip pipette to transfer approximately 10 microliters of each sample to an empty well. The volume of the thin tip of the pipette is about 10 microliters. Submerge the tip in the buffer directly above the well and gently squeeze the sample into the well. It should fall into the well since it is denser than the surrounding buffer. Be sure to use a new pipette for each sample to prevent contamination between samples. If you have a limited supply of pipettes, thoroughly rinse out the tip in a large beaker of water before using. Once all the samples are loaded, Connect the leads from the power supply to the stainless steel wire electrodes attached to the box. Connect the negative terminal to the electrode at the top of the gel near the wells and the positive terminal to the electrode at the bottom of the gel. This is because the food coloring particles itself is negatively charged and will repel with negative terminal and attracted towards the positive terminal. You should see bubbles forming along the electrodes when a complete and a functioning circuit is made. Leave the power connected for 15 to 20 minutes and observe what happens to each sample.